Now, what's the one great resource this country has in infinite abundance? Freedom, guns, steak, fat chicks. Fat chick? Fat chicks. Have you seen the new Miss Alabama? She's become a huge story on the internet this week. Supporters have praised her and trolls have tried to put her down, but she's much bigger than that. I mean, with the weight this girl's carrying on her shoulders, she's a genuine role model. She truly is larger than life. But at some point, we've got to address the elephant in the room. She is very, very, very fat. Let's have a look. On April 23rd, media outlets began to flood headlines with the latest avian flu development. The FDA said it detected viral particles of H5N1 avian influenza in milk purchased at grocery stores. And while the FDA cautioned they believe milk is still safe to drink, others are sounding the alarm, including Dr. Eric Topol, who says the outbreak is probably more widespread than we've known. The chief medical board of the wellness company has been closely watching this latest outbreak, and while it's not certain we're in for a pandemic, bird flu is serious business, and everyone should be as well prepared as they can be. And if you're not, the wellness company have got you covered. The only kit of its kind, this prescription contagion emergency kit from the wellness company provides you with a carefully selected assortment of medications for what could be coming, so you can rest easy knowing you have emergency meds on hand, along with a guidebook for safe use. Backed by research from experts like Dr. Peter McCullough, the wellness company's contagion emergency kit is a must-have. Ordering your kit takes less than 2 minutes and couldn't be simpler. Choose the kits that are right for you and complete their clinical intake form for one of the wellness company's medical providers to approve your prescription. Visit twc.health/bearing. Use code BEARING for $30 off and free shipping.
A woman from Atmore is living her dream, representing the state of Alabama in the National American Miss program.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Bearing's going to bully this fat woman. It's going to be endless fat jokes. It's going to be all crass and low rent. And that's just not true. I mean, sure, I'm going to do that a little bit. But honestly, I have to give this woman a little bit of credit. She's out there. She's working for what she wants. She's in some way active. I mean, she's clearly not active enough. But I find it just a little bit rough when we absolutely shit on fat people who are at least trying, sort of thing. I mean, she could be sitting at home stuffing her face, hiding from the world. She's not doing that, so I'm willing to give her credit there. Now again, I'm not saying I'm not going to make fat jokes, but I'm going to at least acknowledge that she hasn't given up on life.
WKRG News 5 Summer Pool introduces us to this inspiring young woman.
For fuck's sake, Channel 5 WKRG Alabama. Would you get a decent sound guy? Look at this. This is what the original sound looked like. And this is after I normalised it twice and manually adjusted the parts that blow your fuccan ears out. Do better. Surely there's a decent sound guy in Mobile, Alabama.
A crowning achievement, 8 years in the making. Sarah Milliken of Atmore has competed in the National American Miss program since she was 15.
Oh, come on, that is just childish. Grow up.
I competed once as a junior teen when I was 15, again as a teen when I was 16, and not placing, that was really, really hard.
I want you to remember that. She's competed in this competition twice before. I have a wild theory that I'm pretty sure is 1,000,000,000% right. We'll finish this news clip, then I'll explain.
Now at 23, the famous saying rings true. Third time's a charm.
Are Alabamans ashamed of their accent or something? You could hear her real accent come out just there. As the old saying rings true, third time's a charm. Like, do they generally try to do that regular American accent? Because she's sort of slipping in and out of it. I'll bet there's some Alabamaman watching right now going, listen to this cheeky Australian cunt trying to hang shit about accents. Go fuck yourself. But I'm not hanging shit, it's a genuine question.
Just being able to come back 8 years later and say, okay, I didn't give up on this dream, and now because I didn't give up on it, I get to be the next Miss Alabama and wear this crown for a year.
Now let's just clear this up. She is not actually Miss Alabama. Miss Alabama, or whatever the state may be, is associated with the Miss America pageant, I've come to find out. You see, there's the Miss America pageant, and then there's the Miss USA pageant. And this girl competed in neither. She competed in National American Miss pageant, voted #1 pageant in the US, in Alabama, Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, and Mississippi.
Because I didn't give up on it, I get to be the next Miss Alabama and wear this crown for a year.
By the way, this is the actual Miss Alabama for 2024.
The purpose of the National American Miss program is to grow confidence and foster a positive self-image. Contestants range in age from 4 to 24. Milliken hopes to send a message to all girls and young women, not just those who compete in pageants.
I hope that they learn that no matter what your body looks like, no matter where you come from, you can do anything that you set your mind to.
Yeah, but you'd have to set your mind to losing about 300 pounds before you, say, rode a horse, went bungee jumping, or, I don't know, won the actual Miss Alabama title.
No, I didn't think that it was possible for a plus-size girl to win. I didn't think it was possible for a girl from small-town Alabama to win.
Getting that win took a lot of hard work.
I worked literally every single day for 365 days. There wasn't a day that I wasn't practicing my on-stage speech or my introduction, interview.
And Milliken says what you see on stage barely scratches the surface of what this program has meant to her.
It was honestly so amazing. I met so many amazing, just accomplished, empowering women. That was definitely the best part.
Milliken will now represent Alabama at the national pageant on Thanksgiving week. Summer Pool, WKRG News 5.
Again with the sound guy, for fuck's sake. Before I fixed it, this is what that end bit sounded like. Milliken will now represent Alabama at the national pageant on Thanksgiving week. Summer Pool, WKRG News 5. Except even more fucked than that. I've at least normalised the volume. I've just sat at drastically different distances from the microphone. Now, about this theory that I'm sure is 100 million bazillion% right. I had a look at the entrance fees of the 3 different pageants we discussed before. Miss America, Miss USA and National American Miss. And here's how they break down. Bear with me, this is worth it. So the Miss America pageant has a $35 entrance fee. I mean, they say you might spend up to 15 grand on dresses and travel and shit like that, but it's a $35 entrance fee. Miss USA does not have an entrance fee. Not at the national level anyway. It does say there might be state fees. For example, New Jersey costs about $400 and Miss Virginia can cost $1,000. Plus again, obviously your dresses, your travel, all that sort of shit. National American Miss, on the other hand, has a $650 basic entrance fee on the state level. And then there's all sorts of optional extras, like optional top model contest, $150, optional actress contest, $100, optional runway contest, $150, optional talent contest, $150, optional photogenic contest, $100, optional casual wear contest, $100, optional fun fitness contest, $100, optional spokesmodel contest, $100. You can get an optional feature page for $300. You can get production shirts for $35, group photos for $20, a crash course on how to be a contestant, $25, and final show tickets, $25. So it's safe to assume that competing at a state level will cost you maybe $1,000 to $2,000, and that's before your dresses, accommodation, travel, etc. And if you don't win the state competition, don't worry, you can enter the nationals for a low fee of $950, plus whatever extras they offer. So this is a cash cow. They are selling girls' hopes and dreams for cash. Now don't get me wrong, power to them. I'm not CoffeeZilla. I'm not trying to say it's a scam or anything like that. They're very upfront with what they offer and their pricing. I explain all that to make this point. I reckon they gave it to the fat chick to drive sales. That's right, to drive sales. Alright everyone, welcome to the National American Miss Board meeting. We gotta come up with a way to drive revenue in 2024. Well Bob, I was thinking we reach out to local radio stations and maybe do a social media push, Instagram, something like that. Nah, fuck that, what else we got? Well I thought maybe we could do a school program. You know, really get into the classroom and promote the idea of National American... No, that's fucking dog shit. I got an idea. Now hear me out. Alabama, give it to the fat chick. The fat chick? Give it to the fat chick. But sir, we've got a reputation to uphold. We've got fucking money to make, Jenny. Now as you know, National American Miss is a proud patriotic company that believes in the principle of opportunity. The opportunity to make bank. Now what's the one great resource this country has in infinite abundance? Freedom, guns, steak, fat chicks. Fat chicks? Fat chicks. Think about it. What do we make out of the average National American Miss contestant? 2, 3, 4, 5 grand? Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, think about it. Give it to the fat chick and make all the other fat chicks think they've got a chance. We look super duper inclusive and all get to buy holiday houses next year. But sir, if we want to look inclusive, we could give it to the disabled retarded chick. Holiday houses. Give it to the fat chick. Alright, so that's my take on Miss Alabama, or the fake Miss Alabama anyway. It's basically a shit pageant trying to make money. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to visit the Wellness Company, help out the channel. It's twc.health/bearing, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ta, bye-bye.
Recession, session. Give me better times, give me better times. Recession, session.